So, we get to now choose which evil to go talk to, or just leave, I guess. We can leave and not talk to any of them. Talk to the Hunter, talk to the Emissary, leave the Scorpius. Can I pickpocket them? What is this spaceship? No, you can't pickpocket them. You can't pull your weapon out. Oh, sir, you're fake Sarah.
I'm sure you have more questions. Ask.
I finally got rid of Sarah, and now it's like, haha, I'm back. Fire. What happens when I enter? What exactly is the armillary?
When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn.
Oh, so I'm not already Starborn. So you're trying to protect the artifacts, keep them from being abused?
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
Who was I in your universe? What was I like?
Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version, but so much of you stays the same. It's hard. But each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me.
So what happens when you enter the Unity?
It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us?
The Emissary and their kind only want to control you.
Can I steal his ship?
You might think the Emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that.
You call the Emissary a hypocrite. Why?
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The Emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge.
After you attacked the lodge, you let me go. Why?
To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the Emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the Emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
Why'd you attack us?
I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the Emissary to decide what to do about you.
You had this meeting because of me?
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
What is Unity to you? Why kill for it?
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
And so what? Now I have to make a choice, or I leave, or... Not authorized to pilot this ship. Oh, get out of here, game. Is my ship docked to do it on the other side? None of my friends are in here? No, the inside's not even rendered properly. Okay, well. Why are the lights out? Because I toggled the fucking free camera?
Before you leave, I want to give you something.
Nice.
A way to another
Sandwich sounds good.
artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way.
Earth's moon in the Sol system?
Yes. I will say no more.
I'll see what I can find on the moon.
That is all I ask. I hope you see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
So they're not like really aliens, it seems like. They're like... They just gave me a bunch of junk to put in my inventory. They seem like they're like alternate dimension humans that are starborn. Yeah, they just gave me a bunch of shit and now I'm over encumbered.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grab drive so we can float around.
Basically what it boils down to is those artifacts give you power. And this whole time thing keeps repeating itself in different dimensions where somebody tries to go grab power. Usually I die instead of Sarah. And Sarah keeps going. In this case, Sarah died and I kept going. And the hunter just tries to get as much as he can, even if he has to kill people to do it. What's going on, Hex? Oh, yeah. I guess that's spoilers, but yes. She's dead from this multiverse, but other multiverses she is not. And so we just met.
United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
We just met a different Sarah.
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Who is not dead. From a different universe, multiverse. Who also collects or tries to keep the things safe from the hunter. It's complicated. Yeah, the hunter says it's just like, I'm getting the artifacts as quickly and efficiently as possible. It just so happens that means killing people to get it, but alright, so here's the moon. There's the moon base. I haven't been to actual Earth yet, though. I don't know where real Earth is supposed to be. I'm gonna go visit Earth before we visit. I want to go find my house. It's got to be over here somewhere, right? Sandy desert. Yeah, I think Earth like died, and it's all just nothing now.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
Shut up, Sam.
You know, traveling with you has been something else. But the best part is when we're charting course for the next jump. I never feel at home planetside. How about you?
They both have their charms.
Well, how non-committal of you. See, the people I don't get are the ones who never go anywhere. They stay in their own hometown, they just live and die there. There's a whole galaxy full of wonder and things you could never imagine. How can they be satisfied with one tiny sliver of it?
People have different priorities. It doesn't make them wrong.
I mean, you're right, but I think everyone should at least get out once. And go someplace, meet people. Get out of your comfort zone so you can really see that the worlds are more than just little issues and bickering. There's a mess of ugly out there, but my God, there's grandeur, too.
New cultures, new experiences can be deeply enriching.
That helps you understand how this crazy place fits together. I want to be the code that finds something deep out there. Solomon got us here in a big way. I'd like to discover something that moves people. Makes them feel just a bit of what I feel.
It is,
when
yeah.
I jump systems. And not knowing what's next.
You always surprise me, buddy.
Always keep them guessing. You know, it's funny, as much as
ABC.
Jacob, my dad,
Always
cashes
be
in on
keeping
the
him
family
guessing.
name, he's got no adventure in him. And I get it. It's dangerous, sometimes scary out there. But that's what exploration is. Going off the map and seeing if there truly be dragons.
Here's the Discovery,
I
Sam.
couldn't ask for better company.
All right, now
Any day you make it through is
can you
a
take the
victory in
items
my
I want?
book. If you need me to haul something, I'm willing.
Gave him a bunch of shit. Yeah, like this. Why do I have this? I want to be able to drop it from the screen too. He's nuts, yeah. Look, it's the hunter ship, is it not? Zero oxygen, 1 grav, -1 degrees. Uh, 5 resources, 1 thing we can find. Time to hunt the hunter? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing over there. Also, that's how he lands on like an angle like that. His ship was vertical, so now that means it must be the cockpit's like on its side, no? Alright, you know what I forgot? I have this personal atmosphere.
Holy sh! I ain't never getting used to that.
Unlimited sprint, basically. Or is this a crashed alien ship? Starborn Guardian 2, inaccessible. What? Sam, what the fuck, dude? Oh, it is actually empty inside. There's no cockpit. Lame. It has a door, you just can't go in it. Really not all that much to see here, is there? Is this game a disappointment? I think it depends on your expectations, to be really. I've been enjoying it. I will say it seems like the general consensus, and I agree, is that the main story has been a little weak so far. But I don't know. I kind of just like exploring the planet sometimes. I mean, this planet has almost nothing on it, but I like walking around and hunting and finding stuff. But I think people expected it to be a huge thing, and it's not really super huge like that. I mean, it's a big game. There's a lot to do, a lot of planets to explore, and you can pretty much walk around on most planets. But there's just some things holding it back, I guess. Iron meteorite fragment. I think for me, the biggest disappointment is it feels like the controls are very much made for a controller, not a PC. And that kind of isn't great in my opinion, considering it's available on PC. It feels like it was built for controllers, and then they put some like abstraction layer on top of it so that it would work with a mouse and keyboard almost, you know, like just all the UI and the menus and all that just sometimes get very hard to navigate through on mouse and keyboard, which is a detriment in my opinion. But other than that, the side stuff has been interesting. None of it's been, you know, smack in the face great, but none of it's been...
Get me vid reception. I'm missing my stories.
Yeah, get out of here, buddy. None of it's been disappointing for the most part. Where's that cave that we passed, though? Alright, let's go check out the cave. I kind of want to 100% Earth. I only have to find 2 more resources, so we can be done in a few minutes if they're in this cave. Yeah, you think so? There's definitely things that are hard to do. So, like, if you're on a map and, like, you can zoom out another tab, but it goes all the way out here. So if I'm looking at the Earth and I want to go to the moon, I have to find a spot like this where the moon's not behind a menu and click on the moon to go to the moon, you know? Or if I want to go to a different thing, I can click on it, but it's just like, it's annoying to do. And when you're on this screen, like, if I want to go to the Earth, I can click on the Earth and nothing happens. I can double click on the Earth and go to the Earth. Why does it have to be double click? Why can't I just single click to go somewhere? That time I single clicked and it worked. It's like, what? And then you go out here even further and we find something like Alpha Centauri and you want to go there, I can click on it, I can double click on it, I can triple click, and like nothing's happening when I click. Like it's selecting it, but nothing's, how do I go to Alpha Centauri if I'm clicking on it? Let me go, like, you know what I mean? It kind of sucks. Menu Skyrim from the Skyrim skill tree is the same issues there as what you're describing. Yeah, no, I know. And yeah, and you're right about the Skyrim UI after 10 years of updates. I know. It's just stuff like that just makes it really annoying. So you have to click on it and then click on one of these. But they don't really tell you that. So if you click on it wrong and you move the tiniest bit, it doesn't bring up that other menu. So you have to click on it and then move to one of these two and then click on it and you'll go in. It's just like, it doesn't need to be that hard. If I click on it, bring me here. Let me choose from here. Like, you know, now I can go over to Jemison and choose Alpha Centauri, you know, Lodge, whatever I want to do. Like, it doesn't need to be this difficult. It just is. This inventory menu kind of stinks. I did put an inventory mod on. I don't know if it's working or not because I never tried the original inventory, but even still, it's just like, this is a wall of info that means nothing. You always have to sort. And then even when you do, like here, I'll show you over here. You sort by mass, right? It sorts this by mass, but not the total mass. So in this case, it is kind of is obvious that, you know, I have 15 one mass items. That's 15, you know, mass. There's no, it doesn't give a units for mass. But sometimes you'll get something where it's like, I don't know. Let me see if I can find a different, that doesn't have weight. Here we go. I have 1 toxic gas mine at 0.4 mass. Is the heaviest item I have, ignoring that I have 26 of the 0.3 items, which obviously would be much higher, you know, so it doesn't do total mass, which I think is dumb. Another thing I always mess up on is the vendors. So when you're in a vendor, hitting Q, which I can't do right now, swaps between you, the vendor, and the ship's inventory. Hitting tab leaves. And you know how many times I've accidentally sold something I didn't want to, and you can go buy it back for the same price, but instead of hitting Q, I even said it. Instead of hitting Q to go back to the vendor's inventory to get it back, I'll hit tab and close and just lose all the money that's like associated with that. Or B on this screen is favorite. B when you're in the ship is jettison, and B when you're in a vendor is I don't even remember what. And then B when you're talking to another character is to make them equip an item. I've got 3690 keys on my keyboard. Why does every button have to be B? Make it any other button. Make it any other. I got a ton of buttons. Choose any other button besides B for everything. Or I don't know. I could keep fucking getting angrier and angrier at this all night. You're in a ship doing a dogfight, and changing who you're looking at is E. Hailing people is E. Getting up from your cockpit is hold E. So if you hold E for the tiniest amount too long, you'll get out of your seat in the middle of a dogfight. And you just be like, you'll stand up and walk away in the middle of a dogfight, and you're getting shot and killed. And it's like, why is that bound to the same button I have to do to touch everything? And you can't rebind that one. I checked. You can't rebind get up out of your chair. It's just like, why would you make an unbindable keybind that is the most used key in a dogfight? A lot of things are rebindable, but it's like, why should I have to go in and correct all that? A, and B, why do I have to learn the hard way that is wrong after I've learned what the shortcut is, and now I know what the shortcut is, and I have to relearn it? Like, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed with the meta things around the game, like the UI and mostly the UI. I mean, to be honest. The gameplay is typical Bethesda gameplay. If you've played Fallout 4, you've pretty much played how the firefights go. I mean, there's a little extra different types of weapons, but if you have played that, you kind of have a feel for the gunfight, more or less. What's going on, Mazaka? Use a controller instead? Yeah, but aiming on a controller is, when you have a mouse, is dumb. Like, there's no reason to use a mouse when you have a controller when you have a mouse, in my opinion, to aim. And you can swap between the two, but it takes like a second for it to register the other one. They really should redo the whole UI and system inputs. Yeah, I agree. And there's other weird things, like, I'm very bad at describing it, but when you aim your gun, in most games, you have recoil that makes you kind of like drift and round like that. That's kind of not how this game gets, like, when you shoot, there is some recoil, but there's also like a random vector in a cone where your bullets can go. So it's like, I don't know. Scale of 1 to 10 so far, I'd say 7. There's been a lot of good, there's been some bad. There's stuff holding it back from being as good as I think it could be. And I generally like Bethesda games, so you can take that with whatever salt you want to take it with, but I also think, and you can kind of see this with the progression of Fallout 4, or sorry, Fallout 4 to 76 to this game, where, like, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, you kill somebody, and all their clothing and all their weapons are, like, on their body. And in this game, you'll find loot that's, like, not what they're wearing or what they're wielding. You'll find, like, an extra gun or something. Or they'll clearly be wearing some sort of, like, Varun space armor, but you can't pick it up because it's not on their body when they are dead. You know, like, they're like distancing the rewards you get for killing somebody from what that person's wearing. And I don't like that. I feel like if somebody's wearing an object, let me take it, you know, like. So I don't know. There's definitely a lot that's easy to complain about. I haven't found water yet. That's the last thing I'm missing. But there's also a lot of good. Some of the sub stories I've done, the side stories, have been fun and interesting. There was one really hard space battle, which, as much as I was angry while I did it, having done it, it was kind of fun afterward, you know, looking back on it. So it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. I know some people would think this is the best game of the year, which I don't agree with. And I think that some people this is the worst game of the year, which I also don't agree with. So, you know, take your salt as what it is. Oh, you can't use when you have your this thing up. You can't do anything. I was hitting Z to try and use that, and it won't let me. I can't believe I haven't found any. Oh, there's some water. Okay. Biggest letdown of the year? I could see that if you had it really hyped up in your head. I think I've kind of learned to not let my hype get super high for many games, if you know what I mean. So maybe that didn't affect me as much as it might have other people, but I can understand why people would say that. There are a lot of things in this game that just seem like they could have been done so much better, and they weren't. So good freeze there. But it is what it is, you know? I mean, like I said, I have heard some people say that, and it all, I think, depends on what you're expecting. I also think that, not that it runs shitty on NVIDIA cards, but it doesn't run nearly as good on NVIDIA cards as it does on AMD cards. And I think NVIDIA still has a good foothold of at least the streamers, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of people who didn't play it but saw other people play it saw a chunkier version of the game than it really should be, if you get what I mean. But it's a regression in quite a few areas compared to Skyrim and Fallout 4. Yeah, I can agree with that. There's definitely some stuff in here that isn't as good, in my opinion. So, like I said, it's a mixed bag. I've been enjoying playing it, but there's definitely, especially the meta and the UI and all that kind of stuff, that has been a little annoying for me. But whatever, it is what it is. Alright, let's go back to the moon and actually do this mission here. Why is the moon so small compared to the Earth? There's no way it's that small compared to the Earth, is it? It looks so big in the sky. I don't know. What are people saying that the game of the year is going to be so far? I've been hearing good stuff about Spider-Man, but not like that good, you know? The Kong game, yes. And yeah, Bethesda kind of has a history of not really fixing simple fixes in games. You know what I mean? There's definitely been a lot of games that a lot of, you know, the patches that fans make. Either pay the people who made that patch and say, I want to integrate it into your next game. Here's $2,000, whatever BS that, you know, amount of money it makes sense to give them. Or work on whatever it is from scratch to incorporate a similar thing, you know what I mean? Like Like field of view. There's no field of view in Fallout 4. You can't change the field of view. Like, why is that the way it is? It should be. There should be field of view. It's fucking. It's a fucking shooter. Transpo.
Yes. Excuse me.
Excuse
Oh
me.
man, are we glad to find you? Our ship's
Final
in bad
Fantasy
shape.
16.
We managed to land, but we're in need of repairs. You wouldn't happen to have any spare ship parts, would you? We can probably jerry-rig a fix on our own.
There might be some ship parts around here.
Yeah, if you spot any, we could really use it.
So I don't have to give it to him, but
Find anything? Haven't had any luck on our end.
you haven't even looked. It's all right. How did your ship get damaged?
We got into a fight with spacers. We're not equipped for combat, so the ship took a pretty bad beating. It's a miracle we even managed to land in one piece, but now we need to do some repairs if we're gonna get back home. Gotta go.
They did supposedly add an FOV slider. I guess I could look for it. Depth of field. I don't even see it. Oh, it's under accessibility, right? First person FOV and third person FOV. I thought I had set it higher than that. I thought I had it up at 90, but and it's just one of those weird things that, like, why is that not in the first place? Like, you could do that via console command, or excuse me, you could do that via editing text files. Why not just have a fucking slider for it? Like, it just doesn't make sense in all cases. It was in 76? I didn't realize that. I think that's a similar engine to 4, although not the same, but it definitely was different devs. So I would probably know more info on that. I don't know off the top of my head. No direct path seen. Yeah, it's underground. Why would they make me? I already surveyed it. I don't need it. Why do they want me to get back in the ship? Are there people here, or am I just here alone?
We're walking into history here. Man, how long has this just been sitting here collecting moon dust?
No, we're alone. Moonbase key. All right. Ah, yes. The dish rag.
This is genuine NASA tech. Whew, goosebumps.
Moonbase Slate 3.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations, just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
What's a duck? There's no ducks in space. They still use cred sticks, though, even though they're NASA. Yeah, I guess Vinny's not really playing this anymore. I figured he'd be playing it for a while, but I guess maybe not.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological study said it helped when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap, and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers. She, just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral. Goodbye, babushka. Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
2140. Okay, so that's a little while ago.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's
simulating
been
ducks or
distracted
something.
lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
I want to find all those slates. What the fuck, Sam? What are you doing?
It'll take more than that.
Before I, look at the computer.
Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know? Oh, hey there, I'm a scientist, deadly employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you.
I think there's one more slate hiding around here somewhere. There it might be.
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a
I don't think
base on the
NASA
moon.
was preoccupied
Come
with
on,
that,
Sabina.
unfortunately.
I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that?
Daily diagnostics. All right, computer time. I'm sure that there's personal recreation time built into their schedules. Yes. Voltaire. I want to remind the research team that Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that is currently being contracted exclusively for the use of Project Prism. It is not meant for your own personal projects. Yes, it's amusing to see just how many decimal points of pi you can calculate, how many bits of encryption it can brute force, or whether you can simulate table tennis with a perfect aerodynamic simulation. But there will be time for that later. For now, I need everyone concentrating on hitting our deadline. We're developing exciting new aerospace technology with our partner and client. That should be more than enough to keep anyone from being bored. Project Prism launch. I guess I missed the slate. We're happy to announce that the first test launch of Project Prism will be held today. I would like everyone to suit up and join us on the roof at 9 Eastern Daylight Time. Reminder, please sync all watches to Eastern Daylight Time. Our partner will also be on the radio for launch. We'll be recording the event, so be on your best behavior. Where could the last slate be? Right over here. I walked right past it.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for a supercomputer. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
Play the recording on the roof. Goodbye, Sam.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
John Madden.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Go to NASA. Wow. NASA launch tower in Florida. Ooh. Wow. The little Florida's looking the same as always. Nice sunny beaches everywhere.
I am literally shaking. This is amazing. NASA. Wow. There has to be an elevator that gets to the good stuff. Man, oh man, please tell me it still works.
We have to explore everywhere, Sam. Emergency power cells. I guess the elevator's not really looking too good these days. Oh, I played a little song for me when I picked it up. I'm expecting to find like Varun or something here, you know what I mean?
If it gets cold enough, your spit can freeze. Not that I know that from personal experience. Alright, I know it from personal experience.
Haha, got him. What, did he break his leg? You shouldn't let me push you in then. Just a whole bunch of set decoration, like 90%. NASA notebook. Oh, that was like a t-shirt. Yo, I want the NASA coffee mug. Indestructible NASA coffee mug, apparently. That's all they're missing is NASA graphic tees, like the distressed NASA logo shirt. Sam. Gotta keep going upward, I guess. Oh no, Sam's never gonna stop glitching. Whenever they respawn one of the companions' positions, instead of putting them like
power. Look around.
instead of putting them like behind you, they put them inside of you, like at your exact coordinate. It's so dumb. It's really annoying. And Vasco's so fucking huge that whenever it happens to him, it's just like your entire screen is just Vasco from the inside. It's just like, oh, every time. That's why I stopped having Vasco follow me. Whoa, 15k. Plus 30% damage while in space, minus 15% damage when on the planet. The shittiest fucking possible rare effect you can get. Because you're never in space fighting. We all have a little bit of Vasco inside us, yeah.
Pre-flight check. Remember, no agricultural products past here. And hit up the duty-free first.
Shut up, Sam. Nice little bonus space with those items from junk. Only if you try and bring it with you. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Launch procedures. Remember, the final vitals and suit seal checks are essential. Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerances. Yes, the number of people still cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be, but these people's lives are still in our hands. I know there's rumors the next launch is slated to be cancelled, but let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little safer, and we can use every ounce we can get. Access station logs. Error, archives damaged, running system recovery, partial archives retrieved. Delivery from Mars.
Dr. Judith Tatian, the recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars?
Dr. Victor Isaiah.
Station log.
Isa.
Dr. Judith Tatian. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man who was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab.
Yeah, everything on the space station is recycled? Yes. I think they dehydrate the poop.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was just to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
I don't think they dehydrate the poop to obtain a material. I think they dehydrate the poop to obtain the water. You know what I mean? I think they're just doing it to keep the water from going out the window. But there were, in the 80s and 90s, talk about trying to use fecal matter in cooperation with other things to try and make hamburgers. There's a couple of documents about that floating around somewhere. As a alternate food source. I don't think it went very far, thankfully. But it's a carbon-based, material.
Just how big is this place?
Well, it was pretty big until rocks invaded half of it. I don't even know how to explain what the rocks are doing. It's not like the things are crushed. It's just there happens to be rocks here. Rocks here. Oh, some kind of museum or something here.
This is so cool. Man, I could spend hours down here.
A pamphlet. The history of spaceflight. Shit burgers. But yeah, it's just interesting. I mean, obviously, whatever they did would be safe for human consumption, in quotes. But like, yeah, just knowing that it's made out of like reprocessed poop would be more than enough for me to be like, F1 engine. Developed for the Apollo mission to reach Earth's moon, the F1 engine was a single-nozzle, liquid-fueled rocket engine that could generate over 6 million newtons of thrust each. 5 of these would be used in the Saturn V Super Heavy Lift launch vehicle. Saturn V. The power in the F1 was critical in providing the necessary lift to launch rockets from the surface of the Earth towards the stars. I wonder how much of this is modeled after... Sam, is that your fucking light? Can you turn it off for a minute, dude? Close for remodeling. It's modeled after, like, real NASA stuff, you know what I mean? Leaving Earth forever. In 2150, scientists first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomena would cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity, dooming all life that remained. An estimated 50 years until the end has given NASA and other space agencies around the world the opportunity to migrate humanity away from certain death and into the stars. Thankfully, in part to the development of the grav drive, humanity will live on. I can't fucking talk, dude. I keep picking up sealant, but I think I need adhesive, not sealant. MER program. The Mars Exploration Rover program launched in 2003 and followed the remote exploration and study of Mars. 2 twin rovers were made, nicknamed Spirit and Opportunity. While Spirit ceased communication functions in 2010, the Opportunity rover continued operation well into 2018. exceeding its initial planned time by over 14 years. Looks familiar, huh? Little buddy Curiosity up there. Still going, I believe. In 2030. 2023. 2030. Lunar Module Eagle. From the Apollo 11 mission, the Lunar Module Eagle was the first crewed spacecraft to touch down on Earth's moon. Eagle's counterpart was the command module Columbia, which the lunar module needed to both separate from and eventually reattach to. Columbia would take astronauts to and from the orbit of the moon, while Eagle would bring them to and from the surface. Living the future already, yeah, I can tell you that thing's gonna crash in about 7 years, man. No. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of the Voltaire supercomputer, on an ambitious aerospace project to pull gravity itself. The result is the first spacecraft capable of faster-than-light travel. The first successful voyage saw astronauts reaching Jupiter in moments, what would have previously taken years. That was a project we were just looking at on the moon. It's the same thing. Project Prism. NASA partnered with Nova Galactic, the creators of the Voltaire supercomputer. Oh, that's the same thing. Why is it fucking everywhere over here? Living outside Earth. While long-term missions in space began in the late 1900s with programs such as the International Space Station, humanity began living on other planets almost 100 years later. Small outposts of 5 or fewer scientific research teams eventually gave way to the entire colony on Mars and other orbiting bodies of our solar system. I bet you the people aren't supposed to do this. Or is it just a wall behind it? That'd be hilarious. This door isn't real. Why is there a digipick in here, though? Shh. Yeah, there's nothing in here. It's fake. There's still more to explore, though. I'm not ready to go in. Or there's not anything more to explore. It's all got yanked out of here. Dang. I don't know why. Who even came here to loot? The Earth is dead. No reason to come here and loot. From 1971 to 72, the lunar rover was used to the last Apollo missions and would carry 2 astronauts. The chevron thread pattern on the wheels were made from titanium to help maintain traction on the moon's surface. The rover was also fully electric and ran on batteries, whose power was intended to last for the duration of the mission. I thought they had a small solar panel on those. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, yes. The disco pirate. Astronaut. Mercury suit. Adapted from a design originally intended for high-altitude aircraft, the Mercury spacesuit would undergo several modifications to deal with pressure, oxygen, and thermal considerations. Even though the cabins of the Mercury spacecraft itself protect against the rigors of space travel, redundancy has always been key. In the event that the cabin were to depressurize and expose the astronauts to the vacuum of space, their Mercury spacesuits would be able to offer a critical extra layer of defense. From 1958 to 1956, one of humanity's first human spaceflight programs. That's the sentence? One of humanity's first human spaceflight programs. The Mercury spacecraft was designed to fit a single person who would be sent to test a person's ability to function in space. 6 flights in total were launched, the earliest being a 15-minute suborbital flight, and the last being over 34 hours and 22 complete orbits. Project Gemini. From 1965 to 1966, in many ways, Project Gemini was a learning mission. While NASA's ultimate goal was to put a human being on the moon, many questions had to be answered before that project, Apollo, could even begin. Gemini was tasked with answering how a person could survive in space over many days, how to connect spacecraft together, and how to improve spacesuit technology to operate outside the spacecraft. Alright, Knight, have a good night. Mercury pack, Mercury helmet, Mercury spacesuit. I mean, I want it just because it looks cool.
You know they have cargo holds for all that.
Look at me, I'm Spaceman. Oh, wait, it has the wrong backpack on still. Wait, what? Did I not equip any of that? No, I didn't. Where did it go? Did I put it all back on the mannequin? I did. How did I do that? Yeah, now I'm an old style astronaut. Oh. It actually looks really nice. I'm sure it's this shit armor, but... From 1968 to 1972, Project Apollo was the first successful program to put humanity on Earth's moon. The first moon landing that occurred on July 20th, 1969, was actually Apollo's 11th flight, with all previous launches testing all modules, orbits, and other critical data needed to ensure the astronauts could reach the moon and return safely. Oh, I'm trying to boost. This does not have a boost pack built in. It's literally just a backpack. Right, I'm over encumbered. Oh my god, it's worth so much money though. Why does Grand Space Helmet have the most damage reduction? Judith, personal recording.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math.
Soviets and animals first, yeah.
I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects, no motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try, like you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Are we?
This is history. This is where they figured it out. The hard science the settled systems was built on.
Stay close.
Too bad about the cave-in, but at least the museum was intact.
I like how it's supposed to be a cave-in, but it's just like rocks that are like here. Like the ceiling didn't collapse. They just punched a perfect hole in the ceiling, you know? Beryllium. Ooh. Nice. NASA didn't have any crazy lockpicking prevention. Alright, well, we already fucked this up because I can't do this. Wait, really? Yeah, damn it. There we go. This is the NASA Museum in DC? No, this is, I think, it's supposed to be a NASA launching in Florida from the map, it looks like. You're thinking of the Smithsonian at DC, yeah?
make that look too damn easy.
Which, by the way, if I can brag a little bit, some of the shit that I've done during like the COVID, like the masks and stuff, and so all that is at the Smithsonian. Not on display, but it's in their archives. So you could say I'm a little bit of a celebrity, huh? No, I'm not a celebrity, but I do have stuff in the Smithsonian, which is kind of cool. Inside the cave in. I guess I didn't check the rest of that room though. I kind of went down here without even looking at the rest of it. Is there shit I need? Not really, no. Alright, good chat. Thanks, room. Your grandmother made... Oh, I'm losing some frames here. Your grandfather made a ruler that's still on the moon. That's pretty sick. Yeah, just give me a second. My internet decided it doesn't want to send frames anymore. Let's see. Looks like it's stabilized, yeah. I lost a good couple of frames there, huh? Not ideal, not ideal. Alright, should be back. I'll keep an eye on it and see if it keeps going like that or if it decides to work properly. What are you doing over there, Sam? What's that noise? What's that noise? Reactive gauge, no. Coolant, no. Sealant, no. Positron battery, no. Not worth going in here at all, it seems like. That didn't sound scary at all, huh?
Yay, another bad guy.
Well, guess it's robot time.
Any script you can walk away from is a good one.
Damage registered. Engaging a hostile target. Damaging all systems.
Better we get it than someone else. Company, I think. Oh man, it's Bosco's great-great-grandpa. Hey, buddy.
It is old Vasco. Hello. Oh, what did you almost knocked over? I am old Vasco. They designed me to be old, even though there was no concept of old robots at the time. They designed me to be old, even though robots do not age. Oh, robots. I don't think we need, Yeah, it's so weird. All my Instagram DMs are coming in with, the person's Instagram ID number and not their name instead. So it's like my cousin sent me an Instagram message and it's like a series of 30 numbers that instead of his name. Beep boop, yeah. We gotta find all those switches now? Is that how this goes? Or do we turn on the switches to fight Vasco? Who knows? Oh no. It's just a straight shot over him. Oh, Sam. I keep expecting to find, like, some enemy. Well, I guess there was robots, so that does make sense, but, like, more enemy. Circuit board. This is like some kind of storage room. Hold on here for me.
Just how far does this complex go?
do that way. Security procedures. Check all baggage before allowing access. Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get. Those are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices. All written materials, clipboards, notebooks are to be checked in on exit from the labs. Confiscate anything with confidential information on it. Oh, I actually feel really good to stretch my back out. Error. Archives damaged. Running system recovery. Partial archives retrieved. April 14th, 2138.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us. It's all going to be possible.
Some film develops, you can develop some more. Nice. You starting to feel back to normal? I think last time we talked, you were negative, but we're still feeling kind of under the weather. December 8th, 2141.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing hundreds of drives. Expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond.
Doing good, good.
It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
Alright, we got even more to look for, though.
I wonder what they stored here.
What?
We're getting close to the good stuff, I can tell.
How are we in 0G all of a sudden? Wait. They just turn on 0G everywhere when you enter a space that's supposed to be 0G. Look at the box over there. And then we leave 0G. Yeah, Bethesda. Is that really how you want to do this? Gravity's only on when it thematically makes sense. I think the guns do push you, but it's not anything significant.
You did it.
Whoa. Yeah, again. It just turns on and off. Oh, no, it's just stuck on now. Okay. No worries. Nope. Now it's off. Good. Very good. We figured it out. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of different floors. I feel like I should finish this floor before I do anything else, right? Well, here. Yeah, it pushes you. It pushes you pretty good. What is that noise, though? Oh, that's the piece. How do I get in there? I'm not sure I'm supposed to get in there. That goes to the staircase we just in. That doesn't get unlocked from this side. Alright, good. Batting 1,000. Somebody ripped the button out. Okay, good. This all has like the routing that you would take if you weren't in 0G. But it just happens to be in 0G, I guess. Oh.
Shooting the dead ain't glamorous, but it sure is profitable.
NASA maintenance key. Release artifact. Research computer. Prototype drive. Please be careful whenever running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets and remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminder that the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under strict clearance. Exercise all caution with all research materials and ensure information does not leave this lab. Partial archives retrieved February 12th, 2149.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
Yeah, all right. So he's lying because he needs us to be able to detect stronger stuff. August 22nd, 2149. To Judith Tatine, Victor Isa, Lan Su. As requested, the Aerophysics research team has done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by the Earth's inner core and may be affecting the core itself, given the proximity to the source. The data indicates the change rate is increasing exponentially. All as our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire than sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before to Mars, a planet studied once since the earliest days of space, to see into Earth's possible future. We are afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations and polarity changes of Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash into the shore, the Earth, with devastating consequences. Dr. Luke Andrews, Art Chief Scientist. Whoa. August 22nd, 2149, the next day.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
Oh, that's fucked up. So they started doing the grav drive experiments, and I guess that fucked up the Earth's core, or made it seem like the Earth's core was fucking up, and they destroyed Earth.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
All right, buddy. They fucked up Earth.
So we caused this? wasn't some terrible accident. Grav drives, and this.
Sam just like, whoa. I see now why they have the hallway set up to be able to climb. It's for when you turn off the gravity. Oh, I get it. I can smart. Once in a while. Artifact Psi.
Installation. We've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Of course. Other Starborn. There's more. You ready to fight, Sam? What the fuck was that? Oh.
The test continues.
Didn't even get a chance to hurt me. I've got 3 skill points. Oh god. Increase accuracy and range when shooting without aiming. Without aiming. Scoped weapons are steadier and have less sway. Reload ballistic weapons 30% faster. I want sharpshooting, but I'll wait on that. Fitness. Got him. I like how to upgrade Gymnast, you have to take fall damage. There was another Starborn somewhere in here. We just like walked away from him. Again, I don't know why there's nothing left over from their body. This is the perfect opportunity to make them drop some sort of item that makes your Starborn powers like regenerate faster or be more effective. Like there's so many things they could have done and they did nothing. reload, goddammit. Like, they disappear into nothing. Nothing. That's so dumb. I think it's such a letdown. You know what I mean? Like, of all the things they could have done, they just go poof. I guess I'm leaving a different way than I came in. What's funny is I think I opted not to pick this earlier, right? Who remembers that? Am I dying from? Yeah, like space pop. Reload! Reload! Why does it keep reloading? Does healing interrupt reload but not interrupt the animation? Yes, healing interrupts reloading but does not stop the animation. That's fucking dumb. That makes no sense. Why would you not interrupt the animation? I did play Fallout 4. I don't remember ever healing while reloading, though, so. Old Earth Shotgun. 30% damage against aliens. Do they count as aliens? I don't even know. I don't remember healing too often in Fallout 4. Doesn't mean I didn't, but I don't remember it. The only weapon that has a partial reload animation is the double barrel. Everything else is the same animation, no matter whether you've got 0, 1, or 1,000 rounds in your gun or your ammo source, whatever you want to call it. I don't even think I have a double barrel on me to show you. I don't. But yeah, they didn't take the time to make any alternate reload animations, just the double barrel. And the only difference is whether you put 2 rounds in or 1 with the double barrel. So it's not even like it's that different. Well, talk to Bethesda. There's even a couple guns where, I don't think I don't have that weapon on me. Let me double check, but let me see. No, there's one that has a slide that is very obviously supposed to slide forward, and in third person it does slide forward, but in first person you slide it back onto a piece of wood where it like couldn't possibly go. There's a couple of them that are really bad.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel at the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
I don't understand what I found. Can you explain?
Every grav drive in the settled systems was built on technology that came from an artifact that was discovered on Mars. But these early drives shook the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, the atmosphere
they're old
started to
Earth
slowly
weapons.
sputter away into space. That's why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time and space, but not the wisdom to see where that would lead.
The settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifacts, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt.
Think from the point of view of the player. He's born many, many years after Earth. What does he care? Humanity's destiny was the stars.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice.
Yes, the trench gun.
How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
You're both wrong. It's time for someone other than a Starborn to make a decision. Oh,
Don't be
got
a
him.
fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
Didn't ask to go to space.
For once, he's right.
Didn't ask to be born, but here I am.
Collect the final
Got him.
pieces together.
Tired of you. I'm gonna get the Unity on my own.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my
think that was
new
right
best
mistake, but-
friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the Hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait. The final round doesn't start until there's only one artifact left to gather. And if I'm not mistaken, Constellation has 1 or 2 to go.
I like how it's like, oh yeah, it's time for us to kill you. Oh wait, you didn't collect them all. All right, go collect some more first. You ready, Sam?
When you get a moment, can we talk? You need something?
I don't think I'm being therapist to the weird couple at Chili's. I think the weird couple at Chili's wants to convince me to do something, and I'm unswayed by it. There had been talk about trying to make Fallout canon in this universe, but I think that didn't go anywhere. It would be easy to do, just put a couple of Fallout reference items on Earth in the debris and call it a day, you know? Alright, we still have a bunch of skill points to do. About halfway on the reload. Yeah, I'll save the last one. Put a Deathclaw. I mean, there kind of already is an analogous to the Deathclaws in this game. It's not exactly the same, but you know, it's a like, oh yes, this fills the same niche as the Deathclaw. The Terramorphs.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's...
Gotta wait to get scanned, I forgot.
cargo. Scan complete.
Like the huge ass coil on top of my ship. I think that's my shield generator, if I'm not mistaken.
Not a fan of the UC, but you got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able. We'll get
I don't like the UC, but do you have a quick time for your chat?
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye.
Are you quitting or you think I'm gonna die? Oh.
To Sarah.
I'll be there, I promise.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
I gotta make sure I see her go. I like how they cleaned everything up. Ah, yes, the ball's a little high on this one, but they got spirit. I get it.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
We didn't airlock her. Somebody else did. No, we didn't. No. It's a center of a multiverse. We're building the way to it.
Wait, say that again? Multiple universes?
That's what multiverse
You can't
means?
possibly mean what I think you mean.
Hate to be the responsible one, but the big bombshell of what we're actually building here might need another second to sink in. Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
I met a version of Sarah. She told me the Unity creates the Starborn, and they can cross universes.
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad. Get them all, and you've got a gateway to infinity.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation.
You take time to think about what this means.
You're right. This is a lot to take in.
Guess a little time to get our heads straight wouldn't hurt. But you know where I'll want to be when everyone's ready. Front and center.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
Sure. Time is it? Alright, a little bit.
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn.
Thanks, Vladimir. I'll follow up on these.
Catch a smile out there.
Go to Freya 3. Go to Bodhi. I turned the mission off instead of selecting it. All right, let's go to the store real quick before we let me sell some of those. I have like a ton of stuff on me I need to sell.
If you don't see what you want, oh, please, take a look.
All right, weapons. Grand spacesuit. Oh, you're shitting me. Come on. I'm like directly converting money items into ammo.
Oh, please, take a look.
What else do I need? Titanium? Or is it tungsten? I don't fucking remember.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
All right, we'll go get one more artifact and/or power, then be done.
Oh, love the smell of getting back into the harness. I've got some stuff on my mind.
Nope.
When you have the time.
Nope. Nope.
Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place.
You have empty weapon cases on board? Perfect.
Ahoy, Captain!
I don't have a research table on this ship? Sure. Delta Pavonis. Bodhi. Let's give her a little scan here. What do we get? Helium-3, aluminum, beryllium, and ND, neodymium. I like how it changes your FOV when you pull up the scanner. Also, how many times are we going to find this exact same thing where it's a building on these puffs and the inside looks the same? They reuse this building style way too much. Well, someone blew themselves up. Impact grenade, modified Beowulf. Probably not worth it. Oh, actually not worth too bad. 11K.
Open fire! Now look at you!
Ballistic weapons probably do it. Yeah, how many times have I gotten this too? $7K drumbeat though, not too bad.
cold.
Anti-personnel suppressed refined maelstrom. Weapons are worth a good amount of money. I'm trying really hard not to reload until I have an empty gun to try and make that level up go faster. Who sees us where?
Someone there? I'm gonna pay for that! What the heck?
Is someone there? Why did I lose all my health? You got it, Sam?
Didn't even break a sweat. Dance. That one got away.
Where'd you get fucking cornered,
I
Sam?
could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
No. About what? You want to talk every 5 minutes?
I gotta level with you. My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
Now's not a good time, no. Just take a leap and start talking, Sam.
Right. When I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job. That, plus the magical co-family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for. Timetables down to the second. Too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
All the charm of accounting wrapped up in bureaucracy. Joy.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
I wonder what happens if they
So,
attack
an
while we're
opportunity
talking.
comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus. Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
What was fun about
Up
it?
until then, I tried my best to be the dutiful son. I hated it. But man, I tried. This was a rush. It's a thrill. Lying through my teeth to customs, even that shady delivery guy. It felt like I was finally, truly living.
Won't end well.
You think? So, more jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties. Innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
And what you did is reprehensible. Go on, Sam.
Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard.
There are whole weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did.
You can't keep playing with fire without getting burned, Sam.
You're right, of course.
I know I'm right.
To this
I said
day, I don't know when I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough. A whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the rendezvous. Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiffs, dual
the
cannons.
facial expressions are bad. Well, that's
Oh,
with us,
this is on! Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. Managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. And that should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
With those odds, why'd you even try?
It just felt right. Like this is what I was meant to be. And I was young, no care in the world. I thought, what, there's only 7 of you? I like those odds.
Yeah, I could see you doing that.
Yeah, well, I don't flinch from living life on the edge a little. Anyway, and then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. All that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job. And that's it. All my cards are on the table.
So that's it? Nothing more?
Look, I'm guilty as hell of smuggling who knows what. And there are people I dealt with. Bad people. That would recognize me. But I swear, I did more questionable stuff for the Rangers, under orders, mind you, than I ever did as a smuggler.
That's some real stupid stuff you did, Sam.
I know. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me...
At least he's keeping his finger off the
I'm
trigger.
not worthy of that. But to see that look gone...
That's a toughie.
Understatement of the year. Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I really need to own that. And have a tough talk with Lillian. Tell her about that follow-through you mentioned. Cora's at an important age right now. Every visit counts. You can't flake on her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery. Like getting a root canal.
What a change of voice.
I've got some stuff on my mind.
No!
When you have the time.
We just talked, Sam!
So we know the answer. Who are the Starborn? Well, we are.
No.
We're some cracked mirror version of ourselves.
No.
The whole thing
Why?
seems
Sam,
unreal.
why? We just talked, dude. It's a lot to
No
process.
argument here. I was hoping the Starborn were somehow
nuts.
so advanced that their concerns were cosmic, significant. Instead, they're fighting over goddamn toys like we've been doing since caveman times. It's just a stupid game to them. And all our deaths and suffering, not relevant.
Unity's a toy. It has profound implications.
If you say so. So the Unity is a gateway. A gateway to countless possibilities. And you have a chance to go through it. Imagine. I'd be lying if it doesn't sound like the adventure of a lifetime. I don't know if you're taking anyone with you. But if you take me, I got no idea if I'd go through or not. If it weren't for Cora, I'd jump on it in a heartbeat.
You're not going
Cora
through,
probably
Sam.
shove both of us out of the way and dive in first. Born explorer, that girl.
I don't want to go. Opportunity is why Constellation is funded. I haven't made up my mind either way.
A decision like that? Good luck
Yeah.
getting to sleep tonight. I know it's your decision who to work with, but you gotta remember that the Hunter murdered our friend. Sure, the emissary may be a version of Sarah, so Sarah is still alive. Sort of. But that doesn't make what the Hunter did right. Not by a long shot. If the Starborn are party crashers from different universes, I'd side with the one that's not willing to murder innocents to win.
I don't like either of them.
Me neither. My head is still spinning. Take care.
Cool. Don't talk to me again for a while.
Take the good stuff. Leave the rest.
Thank you, Sam. I do know how to play this. At this point, I hope I do anyway. Oh, I bought all that adhesive. It was not nearly enough. I should have bought all of it instead of some of it. Or did I buy all of it? I don't even remember. Alright, I don't remember where we're going because Sam was like interrupted me fighting somebody else to. Coming, Sam. Ah, I didn't need to reload. Shit. Now, how are we supposed to get out of here? There we go. I'm like tired of going through this base. It's like the 4th time I've been through a base like this.
We ain't done yet. How hard is it to take this guy down?
Oh, I'm almost dead. Where is Sam? Man, there's a lot of expensive weapons in this area. That's very interesting. And 13,000. Try not to take any less than 10,000. Back up, Sam. Oh, I didn't need to do that.
Light 'em up.
you get in front of me, Sam? What the fuck?
Want to try that on me? Huh?
Is Sam even shooting? Can we tell? Big Bang. Particle beam shotgun. Oh. Oh, it sucks. Elemental barrow knife. And a barrow knife. Okay. The guy had two. Mine? My mustache? Thank you. I have a beard too, but it's harder to see behind the microphone. I've had many people tell me they didn't know I had a beard. They just thought I had a mustache. But what's weird is when I was younger, I always used to shave so I wouldn't grow one, and then I finally grew one and I was like, oh, I look significantly worse without it. Yeah.
Grab everything useful.
Yeah. I want to try this shotgun out, but I also don't want to just like start shooting things at random. People over there. Midnight Delight. It's just a piece of ham? What? Multi-meat spice mush R. It's literally just a piece of meat called Midnight Delight. Classic. Absolute classic. Sealed off. That needs a laser. I still think Midnight Delight is a funny name for that product. What? There we go. I was gonna say, you can shoot the cards, they don't do anything. Guy died with some ramen in his pocket. There's a joke in there somewhere. The more I play this game, the more I like less feel the need to loot safes and stuff. Right, there's always a robot in here. Acrobrat's calibrated Varoon spacesuit. Epic. 13K. I'll take that. I wish there was a local map. You'd think from going through this like 3 or 4 times I'd remember where to go from here, but I don't actually.
No one's gonna believe me if I tell them you can do that.
This goes up a different route. This is going like out. I don't want to go out, please. I gotta find where to actually go. That got to me. This is where I was running into that door before and I couldn't go through, so at least I can go through again. That's that. This, I believe, is where I came in here, right? Ah, is that what I did? I didn't go from here. I thought I did, but I could be wrong. No, this is where I came from. There's right back where we were. That also leads the same area. I really wish I didn't keep getting stuck in here. I'm like pretty sure this is the right way because I remember doing this every time. Going over here, and going up and over this. That leads up to that guy and nowhere else. Right, down here. The guy spawns in. Why are you hiding? can't fast travel from here. Yes, we can. Cool. Okay. I think that will actually be done for me, though. So thank you guys for watching. We're getting through the main story of this. We're poking away a little bit each day we play. Once we're done with the main story, there are still a bunch of side stuff I want to do. They fixed the mining from Skyrim. Yes, they did. There's still a bunch of side stuff I want to do too, so it's not like it's going to be the end of the game once we're done with the main story, but, you know, we're taking our time. I'm just playing it a little bit every couple days or so. I mentioned earlier about a game pack thing that somebody had sent me to try and how I didn't get a key for it. I actually got the key for it while streaming, so they reached out to me and gave me the correct key, so hopefully tomorrow I can fool around with that a bit. And we'll see. Maybe this weekend we'll do some other stuff, and we'll figure out. I don't know. We'll figure out what to do. There's plenty to play. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. Appreciate you coming around, checking it out, saying hello. And I should be live tomorrow afternoon if you want to watch something else. So you guys have a good night, and I'll catch you later.